Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more My Hero Academia. You guys, I am so excited and just a little bit scared for what happens next. If you're joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you guys so much, and as always, I'm sending you those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. So the last episode of My Hero was really good, but also just really saddening and frustrating to me. I started off this arc with just being really like, Gentle, LaBrava, just stay out of the way. Like, I don't want you around. Like, just don't bother with Aerie. Like, don't bother with the festival. Like, we just don't need you around right now. And over the course of this arc, they have really gotten me attached to Gentle and LaBrava. And I think the pinnacle of that was in the last episode when we really got to see their backstories. Because they've been, like, kind of likable, fun characters. But once you see what they're all about, what they're motivated by, you're like, who do I root for? You know, like, of course I'm not going to root against Izuku, but at the same time, like, I just wish things were different. And once again, this show has just gone, it's gone beyond to really explore the kind of gray areas of society. We started off the season with a lot of very tough questions about some stuff that is pretty close to real life for a lot of people. And here we are towards the end of the season, and we're looking at how society can fail people. And, it's not that, like, Gentle didn't have a choice or LaBrava didn't have a choice, but after seeing what they went through, I mean, a lot of this really was, they were kind of ushered down a path. It's not that they just, they never started out wanting to go in the direction of, like, villains, particularly, like, with Gentle. I look at Gentle and I'm just like, one little thing off, and that could have been any of our heroes. I get why, it kind of exemplifies why there are such strict laws on acting, like, without a license. And, there is hero protocol in place for a reason. But, like, we saw a bunch of our kids, a while back act without a license. And, it's very sad that it was just one very, very poorly timed, accident, mistake of a decision that really turned things for the worse for Gentle. And we saw that, like, things weren't going great for him before that. But, it's that combination of things that kind of leads to this, like, downward spiral. And, I've been saying this whole time, he'd be such a great hero, but it's like, how do you come back from that, after you're charged with a crime of, like, obstructing justice, I guess, getting someone hurt when a hero was trying to help them, which he didn't know, he thought he was helping. So it's really interesting to me that we're, within the context of this fictional realm, we're taking a look at some of these really hard questions of, like, how society fails people and how people are kind of just ushered into a life of crime. And a lot of it is factors, like, beyond their control, or it's just like really bad accidents and mistakes that just kind of, determine the course of your life. It's not that you can't come back from that, but, it's very, very hard. So once again, the show has just really made me be very introspective and philosophical about real life. But the way that it ended, so I don't know if we're going to see Gentle and LaBrava again. I don't know anything about the manga. I don't know anything about, I'm very strict about staying away from spoilers. So for all I know, that's it. I guess Gentle's going to go to jail. I don't know if LaBrava is going to be implicated or not. It kind of seemed like he was trying to act like he was on his own so that she wasn't implicated. But, you know, guys, those two need each other. To think that they're going to be split up. They were like the best thing in each other's lives. And I really think that they needed each other for support. So it's just, the whole thing was just very frustrating to me. And I just was left thinking, was this really worth it? You know, they were really trying to achieve each other's dream for the other, you know. But to lose each other over it, was it worth it? Very sad stuff. So it got me thinking. It was a very powerful arc, I think, for one that was even a little bit more on like the lighthearted side, especially compared to what we had seen earlier in the season. But you know, it also got me thinking about, okay, we have like what, 2 or 3 episodes left in the season now. If Gentle and LaBrava are out of the picture and the school festival is still on, is it just gonna be all happy and like school festival yay? Or does that mean worse villains are gonna, does that mean like, because we haven't seen the League in a little while and we know they're there, please don't let the League pop up. That would be so awful if they showed up in the middle of the school fest. I will lose my mind, you guys. I'm telling you. I was so proud of myself. I made it through, I think it was 1 full episode of My Hero this season without crying. But I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be like Kermit the Frog hands and just like going crazy and crying and everything if this experience is just tainted in any way for Aerie and for the kids too, because they worked really hard. But like by this point, they're like a little bit used to like stuff like this happening. It's awful. It's unfortunate, but like Aerie's just in a very delicate place right now. So, all right, you guys. So I could rant about this all day, but I'm dying to see the episode. I'm looking at the timer on my camera, and I've ranted a lot. So, what do you say? We just jump in and see what's gonna happen. Next episode, My Hero plus Ultra. Is he gonna lie for them? Would he do that? I don't think he would, you guys. What they were doing wasn't right. He's saying he kidnapped her. He's telling a bull-faced lie. Please don't end this way. What are you gonna do, baby boy? What are you gonna do? Oh my god! It's not a total lie! Did Izuku inspire him? Because I feel like that's what happened. Why is that? That's exactly what I said. All Might's like, oh no, that boy better get here and dance. Please, everything go well. Please. Oh, look at how stinking cute they all are. You guys, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be a waterfall during this whole thing. Oh, he's there! I bet they're gonna win him over. The power of music. Oh, he's in kill mode now. There he goes. Oh my god! Look, they're so So supportive. Oh my god! She's I didn't think I was gonna knock over my camera. I'd stand up. Oh, bravo! They did it. Oh, that's their little hodgepodge. Totally original, you guys. Totes original. Oh, he's not gonna tell them. He can't tell them. It's his way of saying, have a great time. Oh boy. It's just all growls and roars now. Oh my. I like him. Look at him imitating her. Don't you dare cry. I'm gonna start crying again. They did so great. They won everyone over. Oh. Oh. You enjoyed it. That's all that matters. We won. This was a battle for him. Oh, they're spreading the positivity. Oh. There it is. There it is. Wow. That's a good question. It is a unique performance. I think we can all agree. We're not going to forget that. Right. Oh. So magical. Oh. Stunning. Truly magical. A magical dance. There we go. I called it. They gotta let me announce. I'd be crying the whole time. Oh, a haunted maze? Oh, crepes. It's all going great, guys. It's so much fun. Look at the crepes. Look at, oh, the haunted. Oh, that looks like fun. Oh. Oh, yay. Wow, she looks different when she's cleaned up. Her smile will be in my heart forever. Oh, did she win? Oh my God, she won! Oh, I'm so proud. Of course he did. I'm so happy right now. I know you can't tell by looking at me. I'm so very happy. Oh? Huh? Oh, please turn, hero.
夢を思い出してしまった。たとえ間違った道だとしても。なら、今日泊まれたのは正解だったな。
Please give him a second chance.
人
Please.
生やり直せねえなんていうやつはな、やり直す気のねえ野郎か、結果を急ぐせっかち野郎だけだ。
Please, please take the second chance if they give it to you. Please.
校長、そちゃだよ!
I think they're gonna get a second chance. And now I'm gonna start crying again. Oh my lord. It's like they saved up all the cry-worthy stuff for one episode so that after an entire season of me being drained dry of tears, they could just get in one last really good punch to my feels and just set off the waterworks. I absolutely loved that episode. I loved it. I need to get through this without crying because I really want to tell you what I thought. So, apologies in advance. I probably look like Alice Cooper right now with my mascara just all over the place. I think Gentle and LaBrava are going to get a second chance. It wasn't exactly said, but it was heavily implied in that after credit scene that, LaBrava's skills could be greatly used for, police, hero, whatever, up and up purposes. She just needs to be doing it with Gentle. And Gentle, it seemed like he and the person he was talking with at the station were very receptive to one another about like where the other was coming from. I think that Gentle kind of breaking down, talking about his dream and everything, and him being inspired by Izuku, I could really see him taking the second chance if they offered it to him. And that guy even said, he's like, about the do-overs, like, it's not true that there are no do-overs in life. I really hope they give them a second chance. I know if Gentle was doing something on the up and up and trying to redeem himself, it wouldn't take any convincing at all for LaBrava to join him in that. I think her stipulation is that she wants to be by his side. In this world that they have, where we're at right now, in this My Hero world, they don't need more prisoners. They don't need more villains. They don't need more disillusioned people. I think it's time to give second chances a shot. And I know that Gentle and LaBrava would be great heroes and great assets to society if they were using their talents for good. And who knows? Maybe they'll even keep up their YouTube channel and it'll be a hero channel now. You never know. Maybe they'll just like start a new channel. That might be for the best, kind of start fresh. But that beginning scene, I knew Izuku wasn't gonna lie. I knew he couldn't lie and say like, no, there's no problem here. Like he couldn't do it. But the way that they got to know each other throughout the midst of that fight, I think the way he handled it was perfect. He said they were on their way to UA. They did have a disagreement about it. Was it played down a little bit? Maybe. But I think both in the way he handled that, the way Izuku handled it, and the way that he inspired Gentle, I think he may be like largely responsible for them getting a second chance. And he has the camera, so there's no evidence of what they were going to do. They just, when the Hound was in Izuku's face at the end there, he's like, look, you're a student with a provisional license. You can't just go around fighting things on your own and everything. How many times has Izuku done that? Same exact thing. Or very similar, at least, to what Gentle did. One thing I would probably argue about Izuku is that he is just so smart and has such a strategic mind that he probably wouldn't have gotten into that exact scenario, because he probably would have calculated that someone was coming and et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, even he said it. They are way too similar, and it could have way too easily been him who ended up on this kind of slippery slope. So that ended, I think, with the best case scenario. And our festival was absolutely heartwarmingly amazing. My girl just sang so beautifully. She sounded like an angel. And they all did so wonderfully. And every single one of them, like, they pulled off all their plans without, you know, one hitch. The ice disco light snow thing was beautiful. It all went off perfectly. Everyone was just in rare form, and you could tell they were so into what they were doing, you know. And if you're a fan of music and you're a fan of live bands and live performances, you know that, like, you can feel that energy when you have people up on stage who love what they're doing, who it means everything to them. Like, you know, you can tell, and it's irresistible, and you can't help but get into it. And so I knew that the people who came there to criticize them were going to end up on board, and they did, and they even apologized at the end. And it just really felt like everyone who was there really felt their meaning and what they were trying to do. They didn't take it as an insult. They didn't take it as patronizing. They they took it in the spirit in which it was given. And even Bakugo was like, you know, he was like, we won, which, you know, is Bakugo speak for we reached hearts. Yay. You gotta know how to speak Bakugo on this show to really understand him. I just feel like I could rant about this for hours, and I'd probably start crying again. And you guys, I think that might be my favorite episode. Like I said, right up until the last scene where it cuts away, and even then I was worried about the after credit scene. I was terrified that the League was going to show up, or someone was going to show up, or something was going to go wrong. It was all perfect. Oh, and the end scene with the candy apple. Oh my goodness. I'm not even going to talk about it right now because I will break down crying. But it was simply beautiful, and this whole episode was just my entire heart. And I love it, and I hope you did too. And you guys, this season has sure been an amazing ride. I know we have a couple episodes left. I have no idea what's left now because we did the festival. We kind of wrapped up Gentle and LaBrava. I suppose they could show us a little bit more, but I mean, I feel like their arc's kind of done now, but we still have, like, what, 2 eps? So who knows? Who knows what's next? Fingers crossed. It's all good stuff. So you guys, I loved it. Thank you so much for watching with me. I hope you had as much fun with it as I did, and I hope you had fun watching along with me. And I hope you will join me next time because we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.